afternoon, morning, evening, wherever the hell you are in the world. I've got my tea, let's make a video. Today's video is actually like a book haul / review, which is kind of what I started my channel to do anyway. So what I'll do is I've got 5 books that I've reread or read recently. So I'm going to sort of tell you what they are, what they're a bit about, who they're for, that sort of thing. Okay? So book 1, Girl with the White Dog by Anne Booth. I love the cover, just for a start. I actually know the author personally, and she's really cool. She did so much research for this book, and it shows. You can tell in the detail. Basically, it's sort of like a YA kidlit book, but I think it's good for all ages because I'm 20 and I liked it. It's a young girl called Jessie. She ends up learning stuff about her family history while she's learning about Nazi Germany, which is actually kind of what the book's based around. But she learns about it through, like, she finds postcards and she sees pictures that her granny doesn't recognise, and it's very emotional. It's written really well because it's literally from the perspective of a teenager. Like, when I was reading it, I felt like I was listening to a teenager talk, not a woman in her late 30s writing a book about a teenager. It felt like a teenager, so she's done really, really well to capture the voice. It's a really good book. It's quite short. I think I read it in about a day. It's really well written. She's got the language down. And yeah, I give it 4 out of 5 because I really like it. I just wish it was a little bit longer, and I'd love to see what she could do if she was writing this from an adult's perspective, because I think it'd be so much more emotional. Book 2 is Discussing Wittgenstein by Anne Drysdale. This is a really emotional book, just out there. It's non-fiction. It's actually a sequel, but you don't have to have read the first one. I'm dying. I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't want to die. Well, that's depressing. Anyway, I recommend it for 16 and up, and if you know you get emotional about terminal illnesses and stuff, maybe you shouldn't read this one. But it's a really, really good book. It's basically a woman who unfortunately lost her husband to bowel cancer, but this second book is just all about how they basically got on with their lives and just carried on being the same couple. You know, they had normal lives, they went shopping, they had work, all of it, but then cancer sort of was there too. She's really honest and realistic with it. Like, she doesn't miss out the gory details of illnesses, which I think is really rare in a book about cancer, because people tend to just miss it all out. Like, they try and spare you the details, but to be perfectly honest, it's cancer, it's gory. So I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's just incredible. The cover's also amazing. Like, the cover's referenced in the book. It's not her artwork. I think it's something they saw as a couple and enjoyed. It's got loads of quotes on the back from other authors. It's incredible. It's just incredible. I don't give it 5 because it made me cry, and it's supposed to. I think sometimes I really, really enjoy her honesty, and it's needed, but there's a couple of details that maybe I didn't want to know. But saying that, that is what I love about the book, so maybe it should be a 5. I don't know. Book number 12, The Great Gatsby by S. Scott Fitzgerald. It's a really good book. 1920s America, so we know the era, you know, flappers and cocktails and all that jazz. It's The Great Gatsby, so we all know about Gatsby. The new film's recently come out. It's incredible. I've just got the DVD. It's really, really good. I also like the original, so if you haven't seen it, you should check it out because it's the original film, so it's really good. If you don't know the story, it's basically a guy who creates this ideal life all to get this girl, and he pursues her forever, and this other guy gets involved, and it's all very this is a really bad book review. There's love, loss, money, sex, drugs, drama. It's what else you need from a book. And I'm going to give it 3. I put 4 up then. 3. Because I just wish it was longer, to be perfectly honest. This book is actually what got me into writing, believe it or not. Because I was... how old was I? 15 when I first read the book in English Lit class, and we had to write sort of our own ideal life, you know, what would we do if we could change it all. And I said I'd have a husky called Jeff, and I'd have a red Ferrari and a big house in the city, and just 3 kids and a husband, and I'd be writing books all the time. And I handed it in, and my teacher was just like, you need to be a writer. So thanks Great Gatsby, and thanks F. Scott Fitzgerald, because you got me into my favourite career, so thank you. Book 4 is Stephen King's Carrie. I love the new cover. I haven't seen the film because I've read the book, and that picture scares me, and that's from the film. Stephen King's an incredible writer. If you haven't read his other book, or he's got many obviously, if you haven't read his book on writing, it's his memoir, it is incredible. If you want to be a writer, it's like your Bible. Read this book. If anyone's ever going to tell you to read one definitive book on being a writer, it's On Writing by Stephen King. It's not in my top collection today because that's going to be in a different book haul, which is for writers. This is just book lovers sort of thing, so look forward to that one. I really like Carrie. I'm dying, seriously I am dying. I really like Carrie because the language is simple but it fits. He's not dumbing it down, it's the language that's needed. I really, really like the inner monologues that he uses. And just the whole way it's written. I like the story. If you don't know the story, read the book or watch one of the several films that have been made. Apparently the old one's pretty scary, but there we go. Yes, it's got Carrie, who's very disturbed. It's kind of revolves around her high school life, and her prom night is the big thing. But she's also telekinetic, so she can move things with her mind. But the one thing I really like about this book is that it's got so many layers. So it's not just Stephen King telling you a story, it's as if the Carrie White incident actually happened. So there's news reports and books and websites and witness accounts and memoirs, and it's just really, really good. He's put so much effort into it. I know it's one of his older books, but I think it's his first. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's his first. But it's incredible. It's just an incredible book. I'm giving it 4 out of 5. Mostly again because I wish it was longer. And I kind of like to know what happens afterwards, because you don't find out. And I really want to know. So there we go. My final book will be no surprise to anyone that knows me. It's my favourite book and my favourite film. And it's The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I actually have a quote from him. You would have seen it in my previous video. Whoop! I've dropped it on the floor. Sorry. One of my best friends got me it. So, and in that moment, I swear we were infinite. That is my favourite quote from the entire book. I love it. Perks of Being a Wallflower is basically this boy called Charlie. He's about to start high school, and he's writing letters to a stranger and basically telling them all about his life and how he's got so many days until he finishes high school and he's really dreading it, and he's only just started, and he makes friends, and there's lots of tragic things that happen that you're not quite sure about until the end. And I won't spoil anything for you, but it's really worth a read. I give it 4 out of 5. Again, wish it was longer. Side note, I actually saw the film first, which is something I don't normally do. What is my friend doing? But as awesome, I love her, as awesome as Emma Watson is, her fake American accent really put me off. So it's kind of affected the way I read the book. I'm gonna try and read it and ignore her voice, but you kind of get used to it by the end. But yes, so that's my 5 books. Sorry this has been such a long video. As always, I'm going to go finish my tea. I really should buy a new mug. Please comment below if there's any books that you think you want me to review or you think I should read. Also, if you're an indie author and you think I should be reading your books instead of all these mainstream ones, again, please tell me in the comments. I'm going to go. Have a nice day. I've got more videos to make and I'm still ill. Love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Bye.